Hello everyone, happy holidays and Merry Christmas from all of us in ApolloBot. I hope you're enjoying the holidays. So I'm just gonna do this video to show you a thing or two about ApolloBot, alright? And to give some more insight on the hybrid strategy, which is doing really well for us. And I hope you are also enjoying the strategy. I hope you are taking advantage of the market to make decent gains. Now, it's very important to understand that ApolloBot is an instrument. Just imagine having an instrument like the trumpet, right? The way you use it, the way you use the tools on the instrument determines the quality of the sound or the music or the melody that comes out of that instrument, right? So ApolloBot is just like that. It's an instrument for spot and futures trading. All right. The way you use it will determine the results you get. But the wonderful thing about it is that it's decentralized and non-custodial, because your capital and profits are always in your exchange, and exchanges are banks for cryptocurrency. Just like you have local banks, your local banks, you know, where you can interact with your finances, all right, with your fiat. ApolloBot is an instrument, right, that connects to your exchange, and your exchange is your bank, your cryptocurrency bank, that allows you to interact with cryptocurrencies. As simple as that. So that is the first and most important thing about ApolloBot, is that it's decentralized. Okay, you connect it to your exchange and it trades for you in the safety of your exchange. You notice when you are doing the configurations of binding the ApolloBot software to your exchange, the only thing that the software does is read the market, trade spot and futures. That's all. It cannot withdraw money from your exchange. You all know the processes needed to withdraw money from your exchange, from your banks. Okay, so ApolloBot cannot do that because it's not enabled to do that. When you're configuring the API, you see the only thing it does is to trade spot and futures. Even if you do mistakenly tap on enable withdrawals, it will not bind, because the binding processes is only activated once you follow the prescription. All right, and once you follow the order, once you follow the setting says that you have to enable spot and futures trading only. If you enable anything else, you will not be able to bind. All right, so that's the most important thing about ApolloBot, is that it's decentralized. It's an instrument for you to use to take advantage of the cryptocurrency market with little or no prior knowledge. All right, so just taking you through once again, I want to also explain the hybrid strategy. It's a very unique strategy, the first of its kind. Nobody in the world is doing it like this, because many of you that trade or that have done manual trading, like I used to do a lot of manual trading, because you have to wait for a good entry, either to long or to short, whether you're trading forex, stocks, crypto, whatever. As long as you're trading in the financial markets, trading requires good entry, either to long or to short, and for that you need to be patient. Okay, this strategy, the hybrid strategy, will wait for the best time to enter the market. Okay, that's the first unique thing about it. It will wait for the best time to enter the market, either as a long or a short. Let me give you an example. Okay, let me show you my account now. Let's say I'm trading this coin, ZEC. Let me check. ZEC coin did a reset. Let me use that to do this video. Okay, let's look at this coin, right? You can see here the only position opened for this coin is the short, right? You can see only the short is open, and currently on one max order, right? So let's check the log for this coin so I can explain some things to you. To check the logs, you just tap on the coin and you tap here. It will show you the logs. The logs just means what's been happening, the previous trading activity. All right, you can see that in ApolloBot. All right, so you tap there. So I wanted to, okay, this coin did a reset recently here. The reset is when the longs and the short positions close after making net profit. And you guys, you need to understand that real trading has to do with losses and profits. You cannot take away losses from real trading. Then it's not real trading. You must have losses, either hit a stop loss, but there must be negatives. It's part of life. Even in life, not every day is sunny. Some days are rainy, some days are windy. You understand? So this is real trading. So you need to get used to losses and profits in real trading. All right, I think I've explained so many times what this means. When a trade reset, this trade reset is another signature function of ApolloBot. No one in the world is doing it. Why? Because when you're trading, especially when you're trading and then your trades, like on the hybrid strategy, at some point it will hedge. When it hedges, it means both your long and your short positions are opened. If you continue trading like that, it doesn't make sense. At some point, you have to get a clean slate. The trade reset gives you a clean slate and allows you to withdraw your profits without affecting your capital. Okay, let me show you how much profit I made from this cycle of this trade. Okay, before the reset, let's check the last reset. Okay, this was the last reset. Okay, so when the trades reset, you can either reset both negative or one negative and one positive, like you can see here. The short closed in positive, the long closed in negative, but the last reset after this was both of them closed in the negative. As long as the AI sees that it has met the desired net profit, both the long and the short positions will close in whatever state they are in. You understand? So this was the last reset that happened. All right, this was on the 14th of December, and then the trade started again. You can see when the trades reset, it does not hedge immediately. You can see it only opened a short position. Okay, by 2:30 p.m. on the 14th, it opened a short position, and it closes the short position 3:30 the same day. Remember, the hybrid strategy is also unique. Another unique feature of the hybrid strategy is that it uses sniper entries, entering the market at the right time and leaving at the right time. Okay, which is very unique because your capital is preserved for the best trades only. No need staying in the market forever. Go in, get your profits, and leave. That's how this strategy works. Go in, take your profits, leave the market. Go in, take your profits, leave the market. Go in, take your. This will happen. This will keep on going on over and over and over again. This also reduces the risk associated with trading. So you can see, it made very good profits for me, $126 after like an hour later, right? And then here it goes in again, opening another short 30 minutes after that, 4 p.m. All right, and the next day, you see, the next day it closed that same short the next day on the 15th with very good profits of $111. You see that? Very unique, guys. No one in the world is doing this. This is the most efficient way to trade. It goes in again with another short. All right, and this time it partially closes the short. And if you check the videos, I explain to you how we use partial closing to manage risk. the most unique and mind-blowing risk management strategy in the world. Okay, you check the videos on this channel, you see where I did a complete explanation on how partial closing works as an extra layer of risk management in ApolloBot. All right, so and then it closes the short, right? Okay, so this was not a partial close, but maybe I'll show you one of the partial close later on. All right, so yeah, so this coin was just making money from shorts. You see, just making money from shorts. We're just making money from shorts, making money from shorts. Remember, this strategy will only take advantage of the trend. If the market is dumping, why do you go and open a hedge? Why hedge the market? Why hedge a dumping market or a bullish market? You take advantage of the trend. So the market is dumping, the AI sees that it's only opening shorts. You see, if you're making money from short until the market changes direction and it opens a long. Have you seen that? And guess what? We are now making money from longs. So now the trade is hedged. Okay, we are now making money from longs. Okay, on the 19, 12, 26, it made $100 from this long position and then closed. And then like 4 minutes later, the same day, it opened the long because now the coin is starting to be bullish, right? And then it closes 2 hours later with good profits. Opens again, closes again. All right, this keeps going on and on. All right, so we keep making money from the longs. And remember now, okay, this is the partial close I was talking about, partially closing the short. Remember now that the short position is open, right? But we are still making money from the long, and we have a good long entry because it wasn't hedged immediately. So we have good entries for both the short and the long, but they are hedged. So what does the bot do now? After it has made a specified net profits, it will close both the long and the shorts to eliminate the floating loss and the risk from this position. And the process starts all over again. See, now starts all over again with a new short. All right, like 20 minutes later, open the short, made profits from the short. So it starts all over again. So I want to explain to you, and I'll show you how much money I made from this cycle between here, okay, and here. This is the last time the trade did a reset. So we're going to calculate from here, right, to see how much net profits I made from this cycle. All right, so let me get my calculator out. All right, so hold on. Okay, so let's do some calculating now. 126 plus 111 plus 40 plus 107 plus 119 plus 119 107 plus 100 89 plus 99. All right, these are all in dollars. Okay, and then 166. All right, now I'm going to minus this to see my net profits. All right, so minus 197 and then minus 273. Guess what? $500 clean withdrawable money made from that cycle. Okay, $500 made, and the process starts all over again. All right, with a sniper entry for short opened by 4 o'clock on the 23rd. All right, an hour later or 2 hours later, 79 profits made, and the short was closed. The short opens again by 3 o'clock the next day. All right, you see that? 3 o'clock the next day, and then it makes profit some hours later. Hold on. Good profit some hours later. This will keep on going. So this will happen over and over again until it resets. As simple as that. This is the most efficient way to trade futures. With this way, you can never get liquidated, especially when you're following the recommended parameters. And also because we've added the partial closing, which is another signature feature of ApolloBot to manage risk. Guys, this is, go and tell everybody, go and tell the world that we have the best strategy in the world for futures trading. Fully decentralized, fully non-custodial trading in the comfort and safety of your exchange account. No third party. You don't give your money to anybody. Your money grows in your exchange. This is the best way to do business online now. Only available in ApolloBot, guys. We're just getting started. And in 2026, we are taking ApolloBot to the ends of the earth. It's going to be a household name globally because of what it does. No one in the world is doing this. All right, guys. So let's get excited about this strategy and about this awesome bot. All right. So just to take you through, see, let me show you my profit statement. All right. So when you see your profit statement and you see things like this is normal. In trading, you must have losses. The most important thing is your account in net profits? Yes, it is. In 90 days, I've made around $78,000, right? In 30 days, here, you can see, 30 days, I've made around 159. $159,000. Sorry about that. I got a call. So you can see, guys, as long as you're in net profits, as long as you are in net profits, don't worry about the losses. It's part of trading. It's part of real trading. This is real trading, guys, not a Ponzi. Real trading. Get used to losses and profits, negatives and positives in real trading, okay? Hands-on profits. You can check the rankings. All right, so far here I am for today's ranking, the second top earner in ApolloBot. All right, and when you look at the monthly rankings, you tap here to get the monthly. Tap here. All right, you can see I'm also leading the charts monthly. And when you tap on the total ranking, total means the total since ApolloBot started, the highest earners since ApolloBot started, right? The month means every month it resets. Every month it's a clean slate. You understand? Like for this month of December, all right? And then in the month of January, it starts all over again. But the total gives you all the profits ever made since you started ApolloBot. And guess what? I'm here because in my account I use special settings. All right, so there's some things I do to increase my profits, and that's why I always say send me a message, send me a DM. You find the links to my WhatsApp or Telegram to contact me so I can hook you up with the very best settings to start your financial freedom journey with ApolloBot. So guys, I just wanted to take out time and show you, explain some things to you on this awesome strategy. In ApolloBot, you can trade both spot and futures, And we have 10 exchanges right now. When you tap here on API, you see the exchanges you can connect with. An exchange is just a bank for cryptocurrency, as simple as that. And the best exchange and the most recommended exchange for me is always Binance. You can see I'm using Binance Exchange, the best ever exchange, all right, with the highest volume, highest numbers of coins, highest security is Binance, right? But we have other exchanges you can choose from: OKX, Binance, Bybit, Bitget, HTX Gate, Bing X, CoinW, KuCoin, Bitmat, and we're still going to add new exchanges next year to make it easier to connect with ApolloBot software wherever you are in the world. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm wishing you once again very lovely season, Christmas season, and a happy holidays and a prosperous 2026. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.